కనుక్కున్నానండి. ఆయన ఓకే అన్నారని మీకు లింక్ కూడా పెట్టాను మెయిల్కి. మీరు దాన్ని చూసుకున్నారేమో అనుకున్నాను. ఓకే ఓకే అండి. ఓకే చెప్పండి. సార్ చంద్ర గారు.
చెప్పండి సార్.
సార్ యాక్చువల్గా ఒక క్యాండిడేట్కి అన్ఎక్స్పెక్టెడ్గా రాలేకపోయారంటండి. సార్ మన సైడ్ నుంచి వాసుదేవ్ గారును ఇంకొక ఆయన జాయిన్ అయి ఉన్నారండి, సురేంద్ర గారు. ఆయన కొద్దిగా లేట్ అవుతుందంటండి.
ఒక 2 minutes ఇవ్వండి, నాకు స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాను.
ఓకే సార్.
అది కనెక్ట్ అయింది ఇప్పుడు. అవును.
చంద్ర గారు మీ వాయిస్ వినపట్టలేదండి.
రైట్ సార్, నేను ఇంకా స్టార్ట్ చేయలేదు, ఇప్పుడే స్టార్ట్ చేస్తున్నాను. సో గైస్, గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్. సో ఆర్ యూ ఏబుల్ టు సీ మై స్క్రీన్, రైట్? Vasu and Sudhir, can you just confirm, are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
I'm just opening one of the PPT. So clear now?
Yeah.
Right sir, and my voice and everything clear?
Yes, clear.
Right sir. So
సార్ వీళ్ళంతా ఈ రోజు నుంచి స్టార్ట్ సార్ క్లాస్. యాక్చువల్ గా డెమో విన్నారు వీళ్ళు ప్రీవియస్ వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు. ఓకేనా సార్?
ఓకే, రైట్. So you can start the recording, Ramesh.
స్టార్ట్ చేశానండి. ఇది ఫస్ట్ క్లాస్ కింద మనకు కన్సిడర్ అవుతుందండి. ఓకే సార్.
Right sir. I will take care of it. Okay. Hi Sudhir and Vasu.
Hi sir.
Hi sir.
How was the demo, guys? And did I miss anything in the demo part?
Okay sir.
Sorry?
No, how was the demo session? Like in the demo session, if I miss anything, or do you have any questions?
It's good.
Go ahead.
Good.
Only good, or did you got all your questions answered? Still anything is pending? No, before we start, you should be clear. That's why I'm asking.
Yes.
Okay. So if you have any questions, just let me know.
ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే తెలుగులో కూడా అడగండి అండి ఫ్యాకల్టీని. మీరు కొద్దిగా ఇన్కన్వీనియంట్ గా ఫీల్ అవుతారు. ఓకేనా సార్? సుధీర్ గారు.
రైట్ సుధీర్ అండ్ వాసు, మీకు ఇన్ కేస్ అలాంటి ప్రాబ్లం ఏమైనా అనిపిస్తే, మనకి we don't have any other people here, మీకు ఏమైనా చెప్పండి. ఇన్ కేస్ నేను ఏదైనా ఇంగ్లీష్ లో చెప్తున్నప్పుడు మీకు అర్థం కాకపోతే ఒకసారి నాకు టెక్స్ట్ చేయండి ఇక్కడ, నేను దాన్ని మీకు తెలుగులో అయినా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేసి చెప్తాను మీకు అర్థమయ్యే విధంగా. ఓకే రైట్. సో మనకి ఇంకా వేరే క్వశ్చన్స్ ఏమి లేకపోతే విల్ స్టార్ట్ నౌ. రైట్? Right guys, so I have already shared in a document, might be, if not I'm going to share in a document to create your AWS account, right? Because we have already done the demo part, so I don't want to waste the timing on it. Okay, so in the demo part, whatever you have a clear idea about it, what is the AWS basic infrastructure, right? And at least in a security, anything?
Hello.
Sure, tell me. It's Vasu, right?
నేను డెమో సెషన్ పూర్తిగా వినలేదు, జస్ట్ ఒక హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్ విన్నాను. తర్వాత నేను నెట్వర్క్ ఇష్యూస్ లో నేను
రైట్. సో మీకు ఆల్రెడీ రమేష్ రికార్డింగ్ సెషన్ పంపించుంటారు. ఓకేనా? ఒక్కసారి పంపిస్తారు, ఇప్పుడు నేను చెప్తాను. ఒకసారి దాన్ని రివైజ్ చేయండి. ఓకేనా? ఫైన్. సో ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే, so we can create an AWS account, okay, so that you will get a lab here. So you don't need to go anywhere and you don't need to configure anything from your side for the lab, right? So it's required your Gmail ID, and either debit card or credit card. Okay, using those details, you can create an account so that Amazon is giving a platform for us to do the lab practice and everything.
It is free of cost or they are purchased?
That's what. Okay, here we had the charges. Okay, and we have free also. So people don't get confused. It shows like in a aws.amazon.com/free is the URL. Okay, if you go there, you can see what are the things you will get in a free and what are the things you have to pay. Right? Let me show you that also. You go here, type aws.amazon.com/free. So if you want, I will be giving this in your chart as well. Okay, here you will get what are the things you will be able to get as a free, right? To create your AWS free tier account, so let me show you that also. I have created a document for that. So if you want, so I will share the document also with you guys.
Okay.
So using the document, you can create your account immediately. Okay, so it shows the URL also, it was there here, right? And to create your free tier account, so as I mentioned, it's required a Gmail ID. Here you have to enter your email ID or mobile number, and you have to mention you are the new user or existing user. Then it will take you to this page. Here you have to enter your details like name, country, and your address, city, pin code. Okay, your mobile number.
It is asking the company account and personal account is there, no?
So you just use your Gmail ID. Okay, it will work. Right? So you just select your personal account and you can use it. If it is there any corporate companies, if they are going to create an account for them, they will select as a company account.
Company account. Okay.
Right? Like we are doing a practice, we can select as a personal account. Then follow the same steps. I will be forwarding you this document. Okay. Here it will take you into the payment information. Here you have to enter your name on your card. Okay. Number and CVV number and everything. Okay. PAN number, it's like optional. You can give it or not. Okay. So once you have done that, here identity verification will be there. Here you have to enter your mobile number here, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Here you have to enter your mobile number. Then there is a tab called Call Me Now, right? So you can select this option so that you will get a call immediately in your mobile. What are the mobile number you have given? Then over the phone you will get 4-digit pin code, like a pin, that you have to enter here on the screen. Right? Your account will be created. For this, if you are creating your account from India, so if you mention your country is in India, it will be deducted for you in 2 rupees. Right? So if people from US, for them it will be deducted as $1. The amount it will be it will be reward for you in a same day. Okay? A maximum within 24 hours, the 2 rupees also it will be reward for you. So why they are deducting this money? To verify whatever the details you have been provided, whether it's in our right details or not. Okay? So there, that's why they link up in your bank account. In your bank account, you have given all the right details only, right? Exact details only have been provided. So they have done if it is a credit card also, they have already done the verification also. So they know Amazon no need to do anything now. Got it? So here they are not going to point out us. Okay. So it's a kind of a security policy what they are going to do, because using this account, if you are trying to do some harm, it's not only for you. Okay, it will affect n number of clients. and across the globe, right? So that's why at least they are doing this much security thing. Okay, fine then. Okay, so are you able to create your account? If I will be forward this document. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Right. Follow this thing. If you are getting any doubt, and I will help you in a next class.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Because it's required either your debit card, credit card details. So I don't want to take that. So you can try it yourself. Okay. If you are getting any issue, maybe you can we can done by tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Once you created your account, you will get the platform like this, the same which I am showing as my screen. Right. Got it?
Yes. Yes.
Here we have these many services. Okay. And what are the services we are going to cover? So Ramesh will share a course content with you guys now. I will inform him if you haven't received it. Okay. So here we have one of the service called EC2. It's an Elastic Compute Cloud. They named it as a EC2 here. Right. So in this particular service, you are going to see all your servers, volumes like storage, IP address, okay, a data center information, load balancer, all these things you will be able to, you have to work in this particular service, right? So like this, each and everything, it having a different requirements. And what are the service we are going to see? This is not an end, this is not the maximum limit of services which we had in Amazon. This is the current limit. This is the current available services. So Amazon is going to introduce so many services in future also. That's always going to be added here. Fine. So we wanted to start any one service now, right? So are you guys okay for that to start any service, or still you wanted to discuss anything like before starting the session? If you want to clear your doubts, kind of thing. So not in a technical, not in your personal thing, might be like how it will work. Okay. Any kind of doubts you have?
Any kind of doubts mean నేను అది డెమో అయితే వినలేదండి, సో నాకు ఐడియా లేదు.
So tell me what is the question you have? If I have already covered that in a demo, if it is very lengthy answer, maybe I can skip it. If it is a very short answer, I can try to clear it immediately.
Okay.
Tell me any of the question.
Hello.
Any questions do you have in your mind?
No questions. నాకు ఐడియా లేదు ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్ అంటే.
ఐడియా రావట్లేదా? సో అట్లీస్ట్ ఇక్కడ ఏంటి ఎలా వర్క్ అవుతుంది? ఓకే, అసలు నీకు ఎలాంటి డౌట్ రావట్లేదా?
నో ఐడియా.
Okay, fine. So just listen my demo today immediately, right?
Okay.
And by tomorrow class, if you have any doubts, you just come back to me.
Okay.
Okay. So I will ask you like whether you have listened my demo or not tomorrow. Okay. At least you have to tell me what are the things we have discussed in the demo. Then only I can believe like you have already done the demo session. Because few things it's required in a basic understanding. Fine then. So now we have this many services, guys. So I'm going to start today. I don't want to explain many things. So let me start in a very slow way. Okay. I'm not in a hurry to complete the session like in a number of hours based. Okay.
Okay.
So people is understanding or not, that's what the main motto. Right. So if you ask me to take a session 1.5 hour, 2 hours in a day, I'm okay. Whatever we committed in 30 days, if it is taking more than that also, we are fine. Right? You should get understand. Fine then. I'm going to start a service called EC2. It's an Elastic Compute Cloud. Okay. So in this particular services, okay, here we have Sudhir, right? Sudhir, you attended my demo, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right.
Hello.
Yes, Sudhir.
అటెండ్ అయ్యా సార్ డెమోకి.
రైట్. సో అదే నేను చెక్ చేస్తున్నాను, అట్లీస్ట్ ఎవరో ఒకరైనా అటెండ్ అయ్యారా లేకపోతే మళ్ళీ మొత్తం కవర్ చేయాలన్నట్టు. రైట్, థ్యాంక్ యూ. సో EC2 is a elastic compute cloud. So where you are going to see your servers and all other infrastructure that's considered an EC2 service now. So EC2 is a clear, right? So in this particular service, what we are going to see, we'll see now. And did you clear about regions and availability zone, Sudhir? What is region?
Sir?
What is availability zone? Are you having a clear idea about region and availability zone? What is region? What is availability zone?
No, sir.
No? Fine.
No.
So how about you, Vasu? Like, what is data center? Do you know anything?
DB level నాకు ఐడియా ఉంది. Data centers means it is maintaining data.
Anything? In your assumption, what is data center? No idea?
No idea.
Tell me something, man. So data center, you don't know. What is there in a data center? I'm not asking like, which kind of models we have, like any infrastructure details. So if you think a data center, what it does, what it contains. No idea?
No, sir.
So where you are going to keep all your infrastructure, that is called your data center. Right? So whatever you are talking about, servers, storage, network and everything, to keep all these equipments, it's required in a location. Right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So you have a server, right?
Okay, sir.
You have a physical server. Within this physical server, maybe you are going to create a virtually n number of servers. Everything is fine, but somewhere you have to keep this setup, right?
Yes.
That is location. It's called as a data center, right? See, this is one of the data center. Here I have many servers. Vasu.
Yes.
Okay. So where you are going to keep all your competing services, like in a server, storage, backup, networking, everything where you are going to keep, that is called a data center. Right? That data center is equals to your availability zone in AWS setup. Right? Clear?
అంటే డేటా సెంటర్ అంటే డేటా సెంటర్ అవైలబిలిటీ జోన్ అంటే లైక్ డేటా సెంటరా?
Confuse avako. Data center is equals to a availability zone.
Data center.
Sorry. నేను ఎలా చెప్తున్నానంటే మనకి బిఫోర్ క్లౌడ్ కూడా ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ ఉంది, రైట్? అంటే మనకి సర్వర్స్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ అన్ని రన్ అవుతున్నాయి. సో మనం ఇప్పుడు ఒక అప్లికేషన్ చూస్తున్నాం, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ facebook.com మనం వాడుతున్నాం. ఓకే, సో మనం మొబైల్ నుంచి వాడుతున్నాం, సిస్టమ్స్ నుంచి వాడుతున్నాం. సో నీకు కావాల్సిన ఫొటోస్ నువ్వు అప్లోడ్ చేస్తున్నావు, వీడియో షేర్ చేస్తున్నావు, అప్లోడ్ చేస్తున్నావు, రైట్? ఓకే, సో ఇవంతా ఎక్కడ కనెక్ట్ అవుతున్నాయి? ఐ మీన్ ఎక్కడ స్టోర్ అవుతున్నాయి? నీ సర్వర్ ఎక్కడి నుంచి రన్ అవుతుంది?
సర్వర్ అక్కడ డేటా సెంటర్ ఎక్కడ ఉంటే మెయిన్ అక్కడ నుంచి రన్ అవుతుంది.
రైట్, అదే అన్నాను నేను. సో ఇప్పుడు డేటా సెంటర్ అయితే ఇంతకుముందు తెలియదు అన్నావు. ఓకే, నీ అప్లికేషన్ ఎక్కడి నుంచి రన్ అవుతుందో నీకు తెలియదు, మేబీ లొకేషన్ తెలియకపోవచ్చు, అది ఇండియా నుంచా యుఎస్ నుంచా అన్నది. ఓకే, బట్ మనం ఒకటి చెప్పగలం ఏంటంటే ఎనీ క్లయింట్ దే హ్యావ్ ఎ డేటా సెంటర్, రైట్? సో ఇన్ ద డేటా సెంటర్ దే హ్యావ్ టు కీప్ ఆల్ దేర్ సర్వర్స్, రైట్? Storage, backup, networking, everything has to configure for the properly. Only, right. Exactly. So all this configuration, like computing services, where you are going to keep in one location, that is called your data center. Right? If you have one data center to run your business, that is enough for you, or do you have to do anything? So I'm saying I have 500 servers. I'm keeping all this in one location. Okay? That is called my data center 1. I'm running my business. Okay? So if you are thinking as a disaster recovery, for example, if something happens to my servers, tell me.
చెప్పండి.
అందుకే అన్నాను. సో ఫస్ట్ నన్ను కంప్లీట్ చేయని, నీకు తెలిస్తే నాకు ఇమీడియట్గా ఆన్సర్ చేసే. సో నేను చెప్పేది ఏంటంటే, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నీ దగ్గర ఒక సర్వర్ ఉందనుకో వాసు, ఈ సర్వర్ నీకు ఏదో ఒక అప్లికేషన్కి సపోర్ట్ చేస్తుంది. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు మనం ఓలా క్యాబ్ కానీ ఏదైనా ఒక యాప్ తీసుకో, అది రన్ అవుతుంది అనుకుందాం ఈ అప్లికేషన్ బేస్ చేసుకొని, ఈ సర్వర్ని బేస్ చేసుకొని. సో బై ఎనీ ఛాన్స్ నీ సర్వర్ డౌన్ అయితే నువ్వు అప్లికేషన్ యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోగలవా?
యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోలేము. అందుకని మనము రిమోట్ లో ఇంకో డేటా సెంటర్ ని మెయింటైన్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాము. ఏదైనా డిజాస్టర్ రికవర్ అయినప్పుడు
నేను అడిగినప్పుడు నువ్వు ఆన్సర్ చెప్తే పని అయిపోయేది. సో నేను ఎలా అడిగాను, ఇక్కడ నాకు ఒకే ఒక డేటా సెంటర్ ఉంది. ఇఫ్ సంథింగ్ హ్యాపెన్స్ టు మై డేటా సెంటర్, ఓకే, how I have to take care of the responsibility, redundancy, right? For that,
yes.
we have to keep one more data center. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So in this data center, might be I have 10 servers or 20 servers or 1000 servers, right? Maybe I have been configured a load balancer, like a redundancy kind of thing. If my server 1 went in offline, right, my server 2 will provide a solution, right? So like this I have an environment, but something happens to my total data center, like an availability zone. Okay, what is the redundancy point here?
It is automatically
for that only we have to keep our disaster recovery data center. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Okay, so as you mentioned, so something happens to your primary data center, it is already been internally communicated to your secondary data center, right? So you don't need to do anything. Automatically your secondary data center, it will provide a solution like service. Clear? Is it clear now, Asu? Now
same
kind of right, ekadaina. So it's not any technology. The application wants to survive. Okay, so we are all working for the client, right? So client is running in a business, that might be they are into any business, but the concept is same technically, right? They might be into the technical, like in a textile industry or pharma or hotels, whatever it might be. Their application should be up and running always. That's what their requirement, right? To do that job, we have to do in a technically in a same formats, right? అది ఎలా చేస్తామంటే, సో డిపెండింగ్ ఆన్ దేర్ కాస్ట్ ఎఫిషియన్సీ. మనం ఒక డేటా సెంటర్ పెట్టాం, సో వాళ్ళు ఏంటి, ఓకే నా సర్వర్లు ఎప్పుడు డౌన్ అవ్వవు, ఇన్ కేస్ నా సర్వర్స్ ఒక 10 days డౌన్ అయినా కూడా నాకేం ప్రాబ్లం లేదు అనుకుంటే, వీ డోంట్ రికమెండ్ ఇన్ సెకండరీ డేటా సెంటర్, రైట్? సో ఎందుకు అంటే ఒక డేటా సెంటర్ బిల్డ్ చేయడానికి నీకు ఒక 100 crores కాస్ట్ అయింది అనుకో. ఓకే, సో నువ్వు ఎప్పుడైతే డిజాస్టర్ రికవరీ సొల్యూషన్ గురించి ఆలోచిస్తున్నావో, అప్పుడు మాక్సిమం నీ ప్రైమరీ డేటా సెంటర్ సెటప్ ఎలా ఉంటే అలాగే నీ సెకండరీ డేటా సెంటర్ ని కూడా బిల్డ్ చేయాలి. అప్పుడు అగైన్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఇన్వెస్ట్ 100 crores కదా. So if the customer is not ready to invest that much money, we don't need to suggest this. Okay, we can suggest this, that is on a customer choice whether they want or not. Okay, the same scenario if you're talking about any banking clients, they are ready to invest the money, they don't want to take any risk, right? That particular time you have to provide the solution, they will keep the redundancy. Now you can understand now. So you have this is your primary data center, this is your data center 2, right? Clear? It's equals to your availability zone now. Your data center is equals to your availability zone. Is it clear now, Sudhir?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right. All together we have they mentioned as a region. Okay, in one region, this is one region. In this region you might have 2 availability zones, 3 availability zones, or 6 availability zones. Got it?
Okay, sir.
We have a region in India that is called Mumbai. They named it as a Mumbai region. Okay, it has been launched 27/6/2016 in India. Okay, in this region we have 2 availability zones, 2 data centers we had. Fine, here.
Okay, sir.
So if you want to see here, you can see there is a region called Mumbai. I hope you are getting my screen right.
Okay, sir.
Are you able to see my screen right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. So now, if you want me to launch any instance in Mumbai location, so instance is equals to your server, guys. Okay. Some people will call virtual machine. Someone will say server. Okay. In the cloud environment, we'll call it as a instance. Right. Now we'll see how to launch an instance in the cloud environment. So first thing we'll learn that first. Okay. So before you launch, once you created your AWS account, you just go and cross check in your limits tab. Got it? Here, if you select based on region, like I'm selecting as a North Virginia region, North Virginia region, I have a separate dashboard. Right? Here I can see how many servers I have, how many IP address I have, how many snapshots, how many volumes I have, everything it will give a count. Right? Even if you scroll down, you can see how many region, with North Virginia region, North Virginia is a region, right? So inside this, we have 2 availability zones, like in India. In North Virginia, we have a 6 availability zones. Here you will get the status of health of your location also, right? So you don't need to ask anyone, is there any issue on this particular location? They will, they itself, they are updating here. So while saying this, you can be able easily understand, right? Fine. And again, if you wanted to switch to Mumbai region, again, Mumbai region, different dashboard. Like each and every region, you have a different dashboards. Got it? If you have launched an instance like server in Mumbai region, that it won't get displayed because I'm in a North Virginia region, right? If whatever I'm doing it in North Virginia region, this it won't present on Mumbai region. Clear? Sudhir?
Okay, sir.
Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Right. So now we'll see how to launch an instance in the cloud environment. So I was in North Virginia region, guys. Here we had a tab called launch instance. I'm already having 4 instances. So let me stop those. So no confusion for you, right?
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Or do you want me to delete this and do it from the beginning?
No issues. No.
Okay. We have a 4 instance earlier. Don't get confused. Anyway, I will be removing it. Right. So I've selected everything as a terminated. Okay. Now I'm going to start you from the beginning. So I'm going to start a instance. Now there is a tab called launch instance. Okay. Once you click that, here we have n number of ISO images. Do you know ISO image? What is ISO image?
Sorry?
What is ISO image? Like your operating system as an image, guys.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. So like you are going to install on a Windows in your laptops, right? Similarly, in your client machines, if you want to install either Linux or any other operating system, you need an image, right? That technically we call as a ISO image. Now here you can see we had an Amazon Linux as an image, Red Hat Linux as an image, and SUSE Linux, Ubuntu, Microsoft Windows. So like this, we have these many images available for everyone.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So which level of, which kind of operating system you want, you just select that. I'm going to select a default one, very basic one, Amazon Linux. So you know Amazon Linux, right? I mean, have you heard about this?
అమెజాన్
Earlier?
లినక్స్ ఫస్ట్ నాకు తెలియదండి, ఫస్ట్ టైం రెడ్ హ్యాట్ లినక్స్ అండ్ విండోస్ తెలుసు.
Right. So let me tell you that also.
Okay.
Right. Let me tell you that also, guys. So Sudhir,
Yes.
in
Okay, sir.
operating systems, we have two ways, only two different versions, like Windows and
Windows, Linux.
not Linux. Actually, it's a Unix. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
We have first thing Windows. Okay. And second option we had Linux.
Linux.
Okay. It's Unix actually. Tell me.
Sun Solris.
No. Okay. You have Unix. Okay. In Windows, what we have? You might have a different versions. 2003, 2007, 2010, like that. Okay.
Okay.
But Unix, what happened? Here again, we have couple of platforms here. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So everything is Unix. We have IBM AIX, HP Unix, Solaris, and Linux.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
So totally here we have 4 methods again, 4 platforms. First thing, okay, we can take here is a Linux, right? Apart from Linux, we have AIX. This is an IBM product. Okay, and HP Unix, right? Then Solaris. Here, so all together, I mean, this 4, it comes under Unix only. Here.
Okay, sir.
So there. Now,
Okay.
HP Unix and Solaris is almost outdated now. Okay, and AX, it's having a different requirement actually. So if you want to install this operating system, you have to buy physical servers also from IBM, right? So you cannot install this operating system on your laptops or any other servers. So you have to buy a physical device also from IBM. Clear? So now,
Okay, sir.
apart from that, whatever we have Linux, again it's a open source product. Okay. So in Linux again, we have multiple flavors. I hope you know that, right? So as I mean, like also చెప్పినట్టు, so we have Red Hat Linux. Okay. And again, we have a SUSE Linux and CentOS and Ubuntu. Okay, so like this we have many, right? Similarly, I mean, why we got this many Linux flavors? Any idea, Asu?
డిఫరెంట్ ఫ్లేవర్స్ అంటే డిఫరెంట్ ఫ్లేవర్స్ లో డిఫరెంట్ ఫిక్సెస్ ఉంటాయి. డిఫరెంట్ కమాండ్స్ కొన్ని ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతాయి, కొన్ని ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ కావు.
అది okay, but why these many flavors?
కంపాటబిలిటీ కోసం అనుకుంటా.
No. So let me tell you, in AX is completely an IBM product. They are not. They have a patent rights on it, so no one will not be able to copy that, right? But in Linux, it's an open source product.
ఓపెన్.
Okay. So whatever the operating system is already there, if you want, you can take that and you can do in a small modifications and you can name it yourself. Got it?
Okay, sir.
So like that is the compatibility they have. That's why they named it, each and every company they named it as a different names, like even Oracle Linux, Red Hat Linux, SUSE Linux, CentOS. Similarly, Amazon also has tried in the same way. They also kept their name, Amazon Linux here.
Okay.
Clear now?
Okay,
Vasu?
sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Because
sir.
this is the platform from Amazon, right? So they are looking for the opportunity where they can earn more money, or where they can serve to the clients, right? So they are giving an option. So if you are comfortable to use any of the operating system, let's try my side also. Okay, fine. So this is Amazon Linux. I'm going to select. So you can select anyone, Red Hat or something, no problem. Okay. Then have you installed any virtual machines in your laptops, guys?
Virtual machines
In your laptop or desktop, no?
right.
Okay.
sir.
So if you wanted to, I mean, if you have a requirement to install it, you might have a 4 GB RAM right now. Okay. Have you tried how it can be? No, you haven't tried as of now? No, right?
No.
Okay. Give me that immediately so it will be easy for me. Now, you might have a 4 GB RAM in your laptop. So if you wanted to launch one Linux server in your laptops, okay, so it's required a 1 GB RAM again. So it can be easy to share from your laptop. Okay, yes, it can be actually. So what I mean to say, whatever the resources you have in your server, like in a laptop, you can share that into virtual machines which you are going to create. Similarly, if you buy a physical machine, in this physical machine, you will be able to create more than 200 servers. That's depending on the machine capacity. Somewhere you will be able to create 512 servers, and latest one you will be able to create 1000 servers, right? So physical machine is same, but within the machine you will be able to create n number of servers, virtual machines, right? The same case, this particular case, for example, in your laptop you have a 4 GB RAM. Whenever you are going to create a new virtual machine in your laptop, it's required a memory for that. Okay. So in this case, whatever the memory you have in your laptop, like in a physical device, that you are going to share with your virtual machine which you are going to create. అర్థమవుతుందా?
Okay, sir.
అర్థమైందా వాసు?
అర్థమైంది.
So what are the resources you have in your physical machine that it can be shared with your virtual machines, right? Similarly here, Amazon is giving a platform for us. Okay. If you want to create any virtual machine, how much CPU, how much memory you want, that you can simply select here, right? Here we have 1 CPU, 1 GB memory, 2 GB memory, 4 GB memory, 8 GB, 16 GB, 32 GB like this. I can say 64 GB and 160 GB, 256 GB, right? Like that.
Okay,
even we have 976 GB, and maximum we had in a 2 TB earlier, right?
Maximum
1900, yeah, 1900. Wait, that's listed here. So 1952 GB RAM we have, like in memory. Okay, that was the earlier is an IS size, but very recently, last month, Amazon has been introduced. There is a new option called 4 TB. Okay, if you need any RAM up to 4 TB also, Amazon is going to provide an instance. Clear?
Okay, sir.
CPUs support చేస్తుంది.
ఇక్కడ ఉంది కదా. So this is a virtual CPUs. This is a memory.
Maximum CPUs Amazon
not maximum. ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే each and every requirement they kept CPU and memory. Okay. If you see here, ఒక నిమిషం విను. ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే మాక్సిమం నీకు ఇంత ముందు ఎలా ఉండేది రిక్వైర్మెంట్, నీకు ఎంత CPU ఎంత మెమరీ కావాలో నువ్వు సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఓకే, అంతే కదా. అది నీ ఫిజికల్ మిషన్ లో ఉన్న కెపాసిటీని బట్టి మాత్రమే నువ్వు అసైన్ చేయగలవు, రైట్? నీ ఫిజికల్ మిషన్ లో, ఐ మీన్ నీ ల్యాప్టాప్ లో 4 GB ఉంటే నువ్వు క్రియేట్ చేసే వర్చువల్ మిషన్ కి 6 GB ఇవ్వలేవు కదా. ఓకే, అది మనకి ఇంతకు ముందున్న ప్రాబ్లమ్స్. ఓకే, అంటే అప్పుడు నీకేంటి, నీ ఫిజికల్ మిషన్ మోడల్ ఏంటి, దాని సీరియల్ నెంబర్ ఏంటి, దానిలో ఉన్న కెపాసిటీ ఏంటి తెలియాలి. దాని ప్రకారం మాత్రమే నువ్వు ఎక్స్టెండ్ చేయగలవు. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు లెట్ సపోజ్ నీ దగ్గర ఒక ఫిజికల్ మిషన్ ఉంది, అందులో 100 జీబీనే ఉందనుకో, నీకు 120 జీబీ మెమరీ కావాలి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఎలా ఇక్కడ చూద్దాం. సో నాకు 120 జీబీ కావాలి. సో నీకు అది పాసిబుల్ అవుతుందా? అవ్వదు కదా, 100 జీబీ కావాలి. సో అందుకని ఏంటంటే మళ్ళీ మనం కొత్త ఫిజికల్ బాక్స్కి వెళ్ళాలి. అప్పుడు ప్రతిసారి ఏమవుతుంది, కాస్ట్ పెరుగుతుంది. ఆల్రెడీ నీ దగ్గర ఒక సర్వర్ ఉంది, ఒక చిన్న రిక్వైర్మెంట్ కోసం నువ్వు మళ్ళీ కొత్త సర్వర్ కొంటున్నావు. ఓకే, సో ఈ కాస్ట్ ని రెడ్యూస్ చేయడానికి ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడ అమెజాన్ వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చిన ఆప్షన్స్ ఏంటంటే, నేను నీకు అసైన్ చేస్తున్న ఫిజికల్ సర్వర్ ఏంటో నీకు చెప్పను, నేను మొత్తం నీకు తెలుగులో చెప్తున్నాను అర్థం కావడం కోసం. ఓకే, నార్మలీ ఆల్ ద డేటా సెంటర్స్, if you have your own data center for any client, you came to know what kind of operating system you have, okay, like in what kind of physical server you have, who is the vendor for that, right? Whether it's an IBM mission or HP or Dell, you came to know that, right? And how much capacity is there. But in the cloud environment is not like that. Any cloud, they are not going to reveal what kind of hardware they are going to use it, right? If you know that any client, it's very easy to build a cloud solutions from there, right? Okay. Right now we have a companies called Dell, EMC, Sony, okay, all these companies, it's having enough money, but they don't have any cloud solutions at the moment. Let's think in this way, right? So if you give all the details like an Amazon, okay, Amazon has built in this way, so how much time it will take for them to create an cloud solutions? They can try immediately, right?
Okay, sir.
Got it?
Yes, yes, sir.
That is the reason they don't want to disclose all these details to anyone else. Clear?
Oh.
But you don't know your physical machine capacity, but you need a 122 GB, right? So that you don't need to discuss with anyone. You can simply select here, because it's an on-demand service. You don't need to discuss with many people or many teams. So how we want, we can connect it. For example, I need only one CPU and 1 GB memory. I have selected this. Okay. Now here they named it as an instance type, right? To select in a CPU memory requirements, it's an instance type. They named it. Now configure instance details. Here, how many servers you want? 1, 2, 3. That you can give a count. Let it be 1 here. And network, so same default. And subnet, in North Virginia region, we have 6 availability zone right now. Clear? Oka region lo manaki 6 data centers unnai. Okay? And which availability zone you wanted to launch me an instance? Right? So out of these 6 availability zones, where you want me to launch an instance, right?
Okay, sir.
So that is the case. I'm selecting US East 1A here. Okay. So I'm giving an instructions, launch an instance under US East 1A availability zone. Here. Sudhir?
Okay, sir.
Right. And normally, Vasu, I have a question for you. So if you wanted to build in a server, just an example, you need this one, what we call, right? You need a IP address also, right?
IP address, yes.
To get this IP address, right? You want me to get an IP address. To whom you need to contact? Do you have any idea?
IP address network team for default ఉంటుంది. For example, Oracle side అయితే 1521 అని చెప్పి పబ్లిక్ IPs ఉంటుంది.
Right. So whatever it might be, you might have a DHCP or you might have a separate team for that, like
Yes.
security and networking team you have. So they will be coordinating all these things. Okay. Now that particular team is responsible to provide an IP address for you, right? Here, what is the problem? If they have been assigned any IP address to you, right? That IP address, whether you are going to start a server or not, it has been blocked for you, right? Maybe you can launch a server today or tomorrow or next month also, right? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Vasu,
అర్థం కాలేదండి.
for example, ఒక security and networking team ఉంది. ఇక్కడ we have a 3 people, right? They need a 3. I mean, we got in a task. We have to build 3 servers. Okay. ఇక్కడ ఏంటి, మనం ఆ టీమ్ ని అప్రోచ్ అయినప్పుడు వాళ్ళు 3 members కి 3 different IP అడ్రస్ ఇచ్చారు. సో యూ కెన్ బిల్డ్ అ సర్వర్ అనేసి. ఓకే, నాకు ఇచ్చిన IP అడ్రస్ నీకు తెలియదు, నీకు ఇచ్చిన IP అడ్రస్ నాకు తెలియదు, ఎగ్జాంపుల్. సో ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుంది, మనం సో ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ మీ టు లాంచ్ ఎ సర్వర్, ఐ కెన్ బిల్డ్ ఎ సర్వర్ యూజింగ్ మై IP అడ్రస్. గాట్ ఇట్? అంటే నాకు ఏదైతే IP అడ్రస్ ఇచ్చారో దాన్ని బేస్ చేసుకుని నేను సర్వర్ బిల్డ్ చేయాలి, అంతే కదా?
అంతే.
ఓకే సార్.
సో అలా ఇచ్చినప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, నాకు ఇచ్చిన IP అడ్రస్ అనేది బ్లాక్ అయింది. ఓకే, సో అగైన్ ఇక్కడ ఏంటి, నీ దగ్గర ఉన్న IP అడ్రస్ తో నేను సర్వర్ లాంచ్ చేయగలను ఇప్పుడు?
సర్వర్ లాంచ్ చేయలేరు, ఆల్రెడీ బ్లాక్ అయింది కాబట్టి ఎర్రర్ వస్తుంది.
రైట్. సో ఎందుకంటే నాకు ఆ డీటెయిల్స్ తెలియదు కాబట్టి. ఓకే, సిమిలర్ కేస్ ఇక్కడ కొన్ని రెస్ట్రిక్షన్స్ కూడా ఉంటాయి. సో ఎందుకంటే మనం ఆ పర్టికులర్ టీమ్ ని కాంటాక్ట్ అవ్వాలి, రైట్? వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చిన IP అడ్రస్ తోనే చేయాలి, ఇవంతా ఉంటుంది. బట్ అమెజాన్ ఎలా చేసిందంటే, సో దే కీప్ యాజ్ ఎ పూల్, దే కెప్ట్ యాజ్ ఎ పూల్ యాక్చువల్లీ, రైట్? సో అంటే ఏమవుతుందంటే, యూ నో నీడ్ టు ఆస్క్ ఎనీ వన్ టు గెట్ అన్ IP అడ్రస్. సో దే ఆర్ కీపింగ్ ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ యాజ్ ఎ బంచ్ ఆఫ్ IP అడ్రస్ ఇన్ వన్ పూల్, so that whenever you are going to launch an IP address, launching in a server, you no need to talk with anyone, because it's in a cloud solutions. What they mentioned, it's a, I mean, we have to provide 6 solutions here because we haven't gone through my demo. Okay, first thing, pay as you go model. So if you want to use any service, you no need to depending on with anyone. First you can use the service and pay the money later, right? And on demand service, whenever you want you can use it, you no need to depending on anyone else, you don't need any approvals, right? And self service, whenever you want you can do it for yourself, right? So here also they enabled it, it's a kind of self service, right? Now that is the reason the IP address, it will be free for you. So whenever you are going to launch a server, you will get an IP address. But here, what is the advantage, what is the drawback you have? You don't have a fixed IP address concept, right? When you are going to launch in a server, you don't know which IP address you are going to get, right? If it is in a previous environment, they will send you one IP address, this is for you, it's fixed, right? But here, when you are going to launch in a server, you no need to specify any IP address, even you're not getting that option also. But when you launch the server, it has been assigned one IP address for you. Here, automatically from the pool, one IP address will be assigned for you. That's what I mean to say. Okay, we'll come back to that. I just enabled this, and let's keep it, everything is common. Stops, shut down server, let it be stopped. And enable termination protection. Okay, for example, if I am launching in a server, you are sitting in a different place, so they're sitting in a different place, right?
Okay.
I got one requirement, I have launched in a server, but you guys doesn't have an idea about it, why I have been launched. Then you may think about it, okay, why Chandra has unnecessarily launched an instance, let me delete this, right? So those kind of things I don't want you to allow to terminate my instance. So those kind of options also I can set up here. This, while I'm going to launch an instance also I can select, later also I can change it, right? So I'm skipping this now, we can do it later. And monitoring, whatever the server you're going to launch, you know monitoring? Any idea?
Yes, we know that.
Right? So what are the services, servers if you're running, to cross check that status of the server, you have to use a monitoring service, right? So if you need that, you can enable it here. If not, you can do it this particular job after Once you launch the server also within 5 minutes, right? I'm skipping that also, you can do that now. And another option I have, tenancy, like shared, dedicated host. So whatever the instance you are going to launch, if you select it as a shared here, where there is a one physical server is going to be shared with a number of clients. From there, let me launch an instance. Here? అర్థమవుతుందా? ఎక్కడైతే మనకు ఒక ఫిజికల్ సర్వర్, ఇట్ కెన్ బి షేర్డ్ విత్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ కస్టమర్స్. అలాంటి సర్వర్స్ లో నాకు ఒక వర్చువల్ మెషిన్ క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, ఇఫ్ యూ గో అండ్ సెలెక్ట్ డెడికేటెడ్, ఓకే, ఇన్ కేస్ ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ ఫిజికల్ సర్వర్ like dedicated physical server for your environment, okay, it will launch the instance on that mission. The other third option, if you don't have a physical mission as of now, if you want that, then you have to select the third option. When you are doing the practice, guys, don't select any other option, always from shared. Okay, always select only select and shade, don't select anyone, right? Clear? First option, if it is a shared physical mission. Second option, if you have a dedicated mission, it will launch a server on it. Third option, if you don't have a physical mission, first it will assign a physical mission for you, then it will launch a server. Is it clear now?
Okay, sir.
Awesome. Clear?
Clear.
So I'm selecting only shared. Okay. Now add storage. So whatever the ISO image you selected, like an Amazon, Red Hat, all these things, right? For that, the basic ISO image size is minimum Amazon Linux is 8, Red Hat is 10, right? If you're okay this size, let it be. But if you wanted to extend this size, you can simply modify like this. Okay. So whenever you are going to terminate your server, there is a tab here, delete and termination. It's a checkbox. What happened? Whenever you are going to terminate this server, automatically this volume also is going to be deleted. After that, if you are going to create any volume, if you need any other volume also, here we have a tab called add new volume. It will be there. By default, you can see delete and termination. By default, it is getting selected, right?
Okay.
Other volumes which you are going to create, by default, it's not selected. If you want, you can select that. If you don't want, you can keep it. So what happened? If you selected this checkbox, when you terminate your instance, automatically all the values which has got selected here, it will be deleted. Right?
Okay, sir.
If you haven't selected that, even your server has got terminated, your volumes will be available for you. I mean, whatever the data you have on it, it won't get corrupt.
Okay.
Still, it will be available. Wherever you want, you can reuse it again.
Okay.
Right? So I'll be removing this now. So I'm going to add tags. Tags, like it's a kind of naming convention or use case, how you want. Okay. You can add up to 50 tags for one server. For example, one server you mentioned like server 1, right? Then you decided, okay, this is related to a test server. While seeing this name itself, we have to mention server name is 1. It's a test server. It's located in North Virginia region. Okay, and it's used for internet banking, and it's related to Bangalore location, in a South India location. Like that, you have to add a number of tags for one instance. Clear? So what I'm trying to say, maybe you can give in a server name, server 1, server 2, something like that. But after that, if you wanted to specify the same instance, how you are going to use it? It might be internet banking, it might be an employee's details, okay? Whatever you have. So if you want to add all the things, you can add a tag, okay? If not, you can give 1 or 2 now. Whenever you want, you can add it. Then configure security group. So how you are going to connect the server? Like if it is a Linux machine, it's required an SSH. But if you configure as a web server kind of thing, you need an HTTP or HTTPS. So by default, we have an SSH here. If you need anything, you just choose like this. Okay? Or
Okay.
once you create it, when you're going to select, let's see here, security group name is going to be created on launch wizard 2, right? This is the description. If you want, if I have already created the existing one, so I just named it as a CloudMinds security group. Just select this. It is already having SSH and HTTP. Review and launch. Okay, this is the final option. Launch the instance. When you click this here, it will ask choose an existing key pair and create a new key pair. So I'm going to create a new key pair. So here I'm giving like a Ramesh VLR. Okay, I'm going to download a key, right? So this key will act as a password. The servers which you are going to launch, it doesn't require any password. Got it? So this
Yes,
key,
sir.
it will act as a password. Now I'm going to download this key. Once it is downloaded, let's launch instance. Right? Let's scroll down here. View instance. You can see the new instance is going to be start now. You got it right? Other instances, everything has got terminated. So whatever the instance I'm going to launch now, that is getting launched. It's in a pending stage, like initializing. You can see the key name which you have used, launch time and everything. Clear? It's going to be launched now. So initially it shows initializing, pending, now it's running. Okay. So if you want to communicate this server, whatever the key you have, that you have to convert in a different format. Let's see here. It's Ramesh VLR.pem. So whatever the key you downloaded, that will be available .pem format for you. If you wanted to communicate your servers, the same key you have to convert into different format. See, these are my existing keys. So I'm just keeping that key, new key also here, Ramesh VLR.pem. Okay. So here I'm running with my Windows operating system. So if you want me to connect the server, I have to convert this key in a different format. For that, I need a software called Putty. Sorry. I need a partition, right? So once you selected this partition, just load here. Okay. Here, keep it all files. Then you will get the key here. So whatever the key I kept, Ramesh.VLR, this is the key. Select this key, open, click OK, save private key. Okay, maybe you can give the same name or different name. Just remove PEM here. Okay. What happened here? The key, it has been converted in a different format. So now just come back here. If you want to communicate this server, just select this server. Here you will be able to see this particular server IP address or DNS name, right? Select this IP address. Okay. Then go here. Putty. Sorry. Here we have to enter an IP address and select SSH. There is a tab called authorization here and browse. Here you have to browse your key which you converted now. That key name, where is that? Ramesh VLR, right? Yeah, this is the key. Now open. Click open. So now I will be able to reach my server. For this server, EC2-user is a default username. So it won't ask any password also. Have you seen that, right? I just entered only username. I haven't provided any password. It's not asking for me any password prompt also. Right? Now I will be able to connect it. Clear?
Yes.
So any questions here?
Every time default user తో కనెక్ట్ అవ్వాలా లేకపోతే మనం పర్టికులర్ యూజర్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసి మనము ఆ యూజర్ తో
you can create an users once you communicate it like this. This is a default user to create it, to communicate it. After that, even for this mission, if you want, you can become a root user, right? Then you can create a user, then you can set up the things. right?
Users పుట్టి ద్వారా కూడా క్రియేట్ చేయొచ్చా?
Right, putty only you can create in the command line.
ఓకే.
Okay, so any questions here up to here, or I'm going fast?
లేదండి.
Clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay, so for this document also, guys, like I have created a document for this also, how to communicate, I mean how to launch your instance, right?
Okay,
For
sir.
that also I mentioned all the steps how we have to follow. Okay,
Okay, sir. Okay,
where you
sir.
have to select a region, how to select an AMI, like an ISO image, okay, instance type and everything I kept it in a document. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so I will be sharing these two documents with Ramesh now, so he'll be forwarded to you. So just try to create your AWS account, okay, and try to launch one instance at least from your account,
ఓకే.
Okay, sir.
right? Then if you are getting anything, then we'll see tomorrow if you have any questions and all, right?
Okay.
We'll be running all the sessions like this only. We'll go a bit slow, okay? So if you have any questions, you just come back to me at any point of time,
ఓకే.
Okay, sir.
right?
Okay, sir.
Right. And I hope I have covered all the things, right? So what are the things we are going to share with you and everything, right?
Okay, sir.
Fine. So I hope I did it already, like in a documentation part, everything I covered, right? Sudhir?
Okay, sir.
Right then. Okay. So I'm closing the session now.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Okay.
sir. Thank you.
Right,
Thank you.
Sudhir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Vasu. Yeah, Vasu, tell me.
చంద్ర గారు, ఇక్కడ నేను ప్రెసెంట్ అయితే అరాకిల్ డిబై పైన వర్క్ చేస్తున్నాను.
One second. ఇది 1 second. మనం సెషన్ రికార్డ్ అవుతుంది.
ఓకే.
రమేష్ గారు